almost didn't see me anymore. And there is a reason for that, and not the reason you may think. First off, I appreciate all the PMs and emails I got about what the hell is going on here. Exactly what the hell is going on here, which I will explain in a few. This was only supposed to be a week suspension. It's been more than a week, so I'm guessing somebody's using the metric system. So, why, you might ask, was I suspended? Well, they claimed that I posted sexually explicit material, which I didn't. I tried to do another show and tell, and yeah, there was X-rated ad mats in there that really didn't show anything. So, let me try to explain the real reason that I think this happened. And when I say I think, I'm pretty sure this is what triggered this off. Because I got to go back to, let's see, March 6th, which was on a Wednesday, which was when that video was posted. I got this email from Grindhouse Releasing, who is a friend of mine, Bob Morawski. And the email says, "We are thrilled to share with you the release of the latest edition of 42nd Street Pete's magazine, Grindhouse Resurrection. And this one's a true gem. Issue 3 is a tribute to the late Gary Kent, a legend in the world of cult cinema. Here's a sneak peek into what this gritty and always uncensored issue has in store for you. The Gary Kent Tribute. Featured articles, Revenge of the Cheerleaders, Kill 'Em All and Come Back Alone, Salute to Ernest Borgnine, Elijah Cook Jr., Jerry Gross, Exploitation Czar, I Like to Hurt People, and more. Where to get your copy? They put my website up. About 42nd Street Pete. Meet the man behind the legend, 42nd Street Pete, a true connoisseur of grindhouse cinema and a horror convention staple. With his no-holds-barred approach, Pete brings you the raw, unfiltered stories and insights from the glory days of 42nd Street. You won't see any Friday the 13th Saws, Halloweens, or Freddy Kruegers. No mainstream pablum here, just raw meat." And then it also goes on to push Grindhouse Resurrection 1 and 2. Well, like I say, that was a very, very nice thing for them to do. And, Bob has been, doing his best to promote the magazine, but without me having a website at one point, and thanks to thefuseboxshow.com, I now have a website. Well, that led to the backscatter effect, because a lot of people, for whatever reason, and this goes back into like 2019, are extremely jealous of what I have accomplished. And I have been told this by people because, unfortunately, people like this can't keep their mouths shut when they pound a few down after hours at the convention. So, yeah, this is how these people dealt with my, quote, success, by basically turning in the video. And like I said, this wasn't an AI deal or an algorithm or something like that. Like I said, people tend to run their mouths, and they don't seem to realize who's around, and it got back to me. So it's that simple. So you have a handful of people who completely hate my fucking guts, but in the same vein have yet to do anything constructive themselves or yet to further their own careers. I mean, getting a 20-year-old indie film put on a Blu-ray, which sucked to begin with, in which every Amazon review said sucked, and the only positive reviews for the movies was, quote, the Amazon reviewer, written by the crew themselves. So here's the thing. I'm expected to tone this down, which I'm not. First off, I'm not a made-up character. This is real. What you see in front of you is real. And I've been giving you my own dose of reality for how many shows. And something else that was brought up by the YouTube, that I don't have enough subscribers. I got 1,800 people on this list that obviously like what I do because they keep tuning into it. And as far as me backing down, toning it down, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I know some people have my best interest at hearts out there, but no, like I said, this is real. This is what I am, okay? This is who I am. 42nd Street Pete does not begin and end with this show. I'm 42nd Street Pete 24/7, okay? That's my identity, and people know that. So, be that as it may, I am not stopping doing what I am doing, and I will let this out there to the people who I feel did this. And like I said, I don't think I'm wrong. Enough people have gotten back to me with this feedback that I don't think I'm wrong. But I know I can't do nothing on here because they're just waiting to pounce on that little fucking thing to do it again. So this is what's going to happen if there's another incident with me getting removed again. There is a whole article already written that will wind up on my website, which can't be taken down and which can't be disputed, where I'm basically going to expose all these little shithead internet cowards for the pieces of shit they are. And that goes for a certain publishing company, a certain convention promoter. I'm going to expose all the fucking dirt because don't forget, I was in the inner circle for a while, so I know what went on and what goes on. And yeah, it's not a fucking challenge, it's not a threat, it's what's going to happen if I get messed with again. And in saying that, you know something? I think it's time that I return to a certain convention back in Ohio because some old friends of mine are going to be there and I haven't seen them in a while and odds are I'm not going to see them again. So yeah, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to buy a ticket and I am not going to mess with anybody. I am not going to confront anybody. I am simply going to buy that ticket and walk in there because odds are these people won't even make eye contact. And I know that for a fact because one guy walked up there wearing my shirt and it upset someone so much to see that shirt on a person that a certain party left the room and didn't come back. So no, I'm not going up there to stir up some shit. I'm going to go up there and say goodbye to a couple old friends of mine. And if somebody has something to say to me, maybe you better say it to me then. Because it's either say it then or hold your peace, because if you don't say it then, that's proving your whole total lack of fucking guts, and I will consider that over. But like I said, I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. This is bullshit. This should not have happened. Period. So, that's my story. That's what I'm sticking with. Anybody who has a problem with that, feel free to PM me because I'm not lying here. This bullshit's been going on, like I said, since 2019, and I'm simply not going to put up with it anymore. I have people that want me to do good things, like Grindhouse Releasing, the Fusebox Show, and a lot of other people. And then on the flip side, I have people that want to see me crash and burn. Well, let me leave you with this. If you put as much energy into putting on a good show, or maybe actually churning out a magazine that somebody could read instead of fucking with me, why don't you just do that and leave me the fuck alone? Because you're not going to win with me. It's that simple. And two of yous out there ought to realize something from years ago because you were there when I had my face busted at a certain convention for speaking out about shit. And it wasn't even at the convention I was talking about. It was at a rival convention. So if you think having my face busted would stop me, and it didn't, you're not going to do anything either. You're just going to play your little stupid internet games and see, we pissed them off. You didn't piss me off, okay? I'm done with you. I was done with you before, and like I said, let's see if you want to make eye contact when I show up. So, that's my story. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. We'll get back to the fucking movies next episode, because that's what this thing's all about. Not about picking fights with assholes, not about having assholes pick fights with me.